Today, I will be introducing you to Process. A program that is now running on your Linux system is known as Process. Every process has a distinct process ID that is used to control and track it. On the Linux operating system, a new process is started each time an application is run. This process allows for the simultaneous operation of numerous programs because, because it operates independently of other processes. And how do processes work in OS or in Linux? Processes in Linux work in a pecking order, with each process having a parent process and potentially having child processes. Init process is parent processes for all other processes on your system. When you run a program on your system, a new process is created within a process as its parents. Each process has its own address space, which is used to store code and data for the process. This address space is isolated from other processes, preventing one process from accessing another process's memory. Kernel manages this isolation by using memory protection mechanism.
And now, after we talk about viewing process state by Azure, and now my topic is characters used with controlling state, the PS command with aux option. Okay. Um, the meaning in context of PS command, the aux option is used to display a detailed listing of all currently running processes on a Unix-like operating system. Is a broken of what each letter represent. They have three. Each letter F represent, and we talk about the first. A stands for all processes, and the meaning of A by defaulting PS only show the processes associated with the current terminal session. Adding A option display processes from all users. Now the second U refers to the user-oriented format. With U option, PS provides a more detailed output, including the user ownership, CPU and memory usage, start time, and the command that initiate the process. And now the third one, the X. This option includes processes that do not have a control terminal. Take note. This option includes processes that do not have a control terminal. It ensures that processes not attached to a terminal, such as daemons or background processes, are also included in the listing. And so when you see pxaux as a command, you will get a comprehensive list of all processes running on the system, regardless of the terminal they are associated with, along with detailed information about each process and its owner. And now I'm finished with the character used with control state or PS command with aux option. And now we talk about the last the port, I mean the top program system summary. And Marvin, do the honor. Thank you.
The top program. As you can see on this picture, the type of program that shows the type of commands and those roots on the PID user, also the time and so on. The system summary, top is stand for program name and the time of the day. Up 3, this is the up time. It is the amount of time since the machine was last booted. In the above screenshots, the system has been up for 3 hours and one user. There is one user login. Load average refers to the number of processes that are waiting to run. That is the number of processes that are runnable state and where sharing the CPU. There are 3 values shown. Average for the last 60 seconds, for the previous 5 minutes, and for the previous 15 minutes. Tasks. It is the summary of the number of processes and their various process states. CPU, it stands for it this it describes the activities that the CPU is performing. US stands for the percent of the CPU is being used for a per user process. And SY stands for the percent of the CPU is being used for system processes. NI stands for the percent of the time the CPU is being used by NICE. Low priority process niceness indicates the priority of the Linux process. The higher the niceness, the more willing the process will voluntarily give some of its cycle to other processes, thus lowering its priority. ID stands for the percent of time the CPU has been idle. WA, the percent of time the CPU has been waiting for I/O. HI, the percent of CPU time spent servicing hard interrupts. And SI, the percent of CPU time spent servicing soft interrupts. And the last one, ST, that stands for the percent of CPU time stolen from the current VM by the hypervisor. And these are those type of commands that you will see on the picture in the top of program.
Columns of the top program and controlling process. First, PID. PID is process ID. Next, user. Username under which the process is running. Next, PR or priority of the process. It is ranges from -20 for very important process to 19 for an important process. Next, NI or nice value or nicest value. A nicest value, a negative value will increase the priority of the process, and the positive value will decrease the priority of the process. Next, VIRT or VIRT, total amount of virtual memory used by the process. Next, REST or RES or residence size in KB. It is the non-stop physical memory that the process has used. Next is SHR or share memory size in KB. This is amount that could be allocated to other processes. Next, S. It, it means process status. Next, percentage CPU. Percentage of CPU time the process was using at the top. Time top last updated. Next, percentage memory. Percentage memory the process was using at the time top last updated. Next, time plus. Cumulative CPU time that process and just children of the process has used. Next, command. Name of the process or path to the program used to start the process. Last is controlling process. To interrupt a process, press CTRL plus C. The job commands. Returning a process to the foreground. And last, moving a process to the background.
Processes states R means running, S means sleeping, D means uninterrupted sleep, T means rest or stop, Z means a defunct or zombie process,